St. Paul Public Library has been a long-time leader in trying to find ways to make our services and our programs more equitable. Even after all of those efforts, staff came forward in early 2018 and they said, we think we still have a problem. We think that our late fines are still keeping people from the library. And then when we looked at our data really backed it up. In neighborhoods that experience more economic challenges, we saw the highest number of people whose cards were blocked from borrowing because of unpaid fines and fees. At Rondo Library, we saw the highest percentage, which was 34%, and that really to us indicated an equity issue. We had real instances of library users coming in and making a choice. Do I want to pay this $10 to bring down my library balance, or do I want to buy food for my family tonight? Do I want to buy a bus card?
People would spend a lot of time picking out the movies and books that they wanted. They'd come up to the desk to check out, and then there were some fines that they didn't know about. And it was, I think, embarrassing for a lot of people, and a lot of people we wouldn't see them as much anymore.
I became out of work, and so I didn't have any money to pay for the fines, and so the card was blocked. Eventually, I did pay off my fines, and my card was no longer blocked. But the emotional impact was I was upset. I just almost didn't want to come back to the library.
We want to reset that relationship with our library users and with our community members. And so what we did is embark on months of really extensive research and learning into what might fine-free libraries look like here in St. Paul. We talked to almost 2,000 community members and got their feedback on libraries. We did research on other library systems across the country who'd gone fine-free and understood what were the results. We did a lot of financial analysis. We found that we were spending an estimate of $250,000 a year in staff time on late fines. And the total amount we were bringing in revenue was $215,000 a year or less. It was declining every year. And so we were spending more in time than we were getting back in revenue. When we looked at it, we kept coming back to going fully fine-free would be the right fit for us in St. Paul. We wanted to be as transparent as possible about the research we had done and how we came to this proposal, just to raise awareness and really bring people along what a fine-free library even is, how it works, and what this might mean for our city. And once we got the approval, January 1st, 2019, we were fine-free.
We had the fine-free party actually at this library when it was announced that we would be going fine-free. We had music, we had a poet here, we had free food. It was just a big party here at the library.
At that point, we were really launching into a welcome back campaign. We mailed postcards to over 50,000 addresses of formerly blocked cards.
Patrons were very excited about the whole fine-free idea. Whenever we make a new library card for someone, we give them the map and hours, and I like to circle that area that says fine-free to let people know, hey, you don't have to worry about returning things a few days late.
By every measure we could have hoped for, this has been a tremendous success. We restored borrowing privileges to 42,000 library card holders in St. Paul. Since January, over 65,000 items have been checked out on those formerly blocked cards. Circulation is up almost 2% across the whole system, and we've seen double-digit percentage increase at some of our libraries in neighborhoods that face the most economic challenges.
After the fine-free initiative, a lot of kids started coming in, a lot of parents. I see a big increase. It's a great motivator for them to come to the library.
Now that we don't have to spend time talking with patrons about fines, we can tell them about other programs that we have and just have positive interactions with them.
I returned these first two items that I had borrowed from Rondo late. And I said, oh, how much are the fines? And the library staff says, we have no fines any longer. I thought that was the best thing since sliced bread. The library is different to me now because it represents a place of comfort for me. It's a place of gathering. It opens the door to children, families in this community to a whole new world.